how can we convince apologists that religious people really do believe what they say they believe, and that their God is not metaphorical? Well, this is actually a very difficult problem. I think that many apologists know that they're lying. So there are dishonest apologists. There are people who know that religious fanatics are motivated by their fanaticism, and that it's not politics, and that it's not economics, and that there's a straight line between belief and behavior. And I'm convinced that many apologists know this, and they're lying about it for reasons that are generally inscrutable. But there are people who are simply confused. They don't know what it's like to believe in God, and for that reason they doubt that anyone really does. And this is a difficult problem to get around. I mean, there seems to be no manifestation of religious fanaticism that is so unequivocal as to convince people that it really must have been born of religious ideology rather than some other motive. Now, curiously, they don't tend to feel this about other kinds of religious behavior. So people who go to church on Sundays and they eat the communion host at the Mass and they say the Rosary, and when you ask people why Catholics, in this case, would behave this way, well, they will admit that it's on the basis of their Catholic beliefs. But when you talk about behavior that causes immense harm in the world, then they ascribe this behavior to some other motive. Even in the case of a suicide bomber who's left a video testimony as to his expectation of getting into paradise. So there is no evidence that would be sufficient for many of these people, and they have, for whatever reason, rigged the game this way. They've either rigged their own minds or they've rigged the public conversation, and there's nothing to do but keep talking past them in a hope of reaching other people.